Welcome guys, I'm Al.
I'm Arash.
And this is the Call to Whiskey.
All hail cow.
Today we're talking about Laphroaig 10 Sherry Cask Finish. Let's take a look. Welcome back. So today's whiskey is an Islay single malt. Obviously, it's Laphroaig. It's 48% ABV. It is non-chill filtered. We don't have confirmation of whether or not there was E150 added to it. Some reports saying yes, some saying no. We just don't know. They put E150 in the rest of their core line, so we're just going to go ahead and assume that there was E150 added to it, but we don't know.
No idea.
It was aged 10 years in ex-bourbon casks and Oloroso sherry casks, and then finished for 12 to 18 months in European oak sherry casks. And there were 4,450 cases of this made globally, and it hit the market in March.
Well, I can't wait. Let's take a pour.
History time. Established in 1810, Laphroaig is Gaelic for a beautiful hollow by the broad bay. Laphroaig is one of the few distilleries that still operates its own malting floor, which provides enough malt for 20% of the distillery's production. They peat and dry at lower temperatures than other malting houses. This gives higher levels of cresol, which is that tarry phenol note Laphroaig is so well known for. Wow, look at the color of this whiskey. If that's natural coloring, then those sherry casks must have been half full.
All right, let's take a look at the nose.
There's an ocean breeze right there.
You're getting,
which is not surprising.
Yeah, you're getting those Laphroaig ocean notes right off the bat. It's like a sweet peat. Like it's sweet, but and there, that peat is there obviously. That medicinal note.
It's subdued notes on this on the nose. I feel like nothing too strong other than the sea breeze and the bit of sherryness.
Yeah, you'd think because that 48% ABV it would be like a lot more overpowering, but it's not. It's not as overpowering as you might think. And obviously, you're getting those sherry notes, that the tobacco, that raisin, dark chocolate, espresso.
But very slight. It's a lot lighter than I expected.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely smell like dried figs and that sweet pine tar. Let's take a look at the palate.
I'm excited.
I mean,
strong.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely get that like burnt wood, that peaty burnt wood. It's there. You're not searching for the peat. It is definitely a Laphroaig.
Tobacco, definitely there. The peat,
Iodine, that like fresh Band-Aids, tennis balls. You know when you like pop open a tennis ball?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played tennis with a fresh set of balls quite a bit, so
I play with fresh balls all the time.
I know. That's why you got that smell down.
It definitely has some sherry characters to it.
But it's deep.
Yeah,
deep down.
Yeah. And I mean, that color. I mean, it is definitely darker than most.
You think E150? I would definitely say the Laphroaig stands up to its name on this bottle. You don't want to introduce it to a novice drinker. It's anytime you bring out Laphroaig, it's for a serious whiskey drinker, and this does not disappoint.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a long on the finished. I'd say it's pretty balanced for me, but it's only balanced if you're used to that peat, right? Like it's definitely there. That Laphroaig note is there.
Yeah, it was strong initial taste, I would say, for both of us. But it's gone much smoother. I haven't really even desired any water or ice, to be honest.
And that antiseptic note mellowed out after initial taste, but it's definitely there even at the finish. Let's try some water. The smoked meats came out a little bit more with water for me.
Very smoky. You know what? It subdued everything else for me and just brought up the smoke.
Yeah, it's like smoked meat, like bacon.
Charcoal. Charcoal that's after the campfire smell. Shall we put some ice on it and see how that goes? I really like this neat. The water brought out a smoky flavor to it, but subdued everything else for me, and the ice, I don't know.
It took away all the character. All the character of this whiskey is gone. I mean, it's easy to drink. Don't get me wrong. And all you're getting on this is like a hint of sweet and some peat, and I could drink this all day. But anything that made this whiskey,
the whiskey it is.
Yeah. That's gone. Yeah.
No, I would say neat for me. I really enjoyed this one neat. Serious whiskey drinkers only. So what's the price on this bad boy?
The MSRP on this is $89, and I picked it up for $75. Yeah. And so, I mean,
75, I think, is worth it for it. 89 to anything over 100 would be paying too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Laphroaig Lore is 120, so I mean, I wouldn't pay much higher than this. I think we should do a review of Laphroaig Lore next and pair this to it.
You know, I think if you're a serious Laphroaig drinker, you would have your own section for the Laphroaig bottles. I'll be honest, because it's such a unique whiskey for me.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had it when I was a very novice whiskey drinker, and it blew me out of the water. It was just too strong and too powerful. But once you get past the initial first time, it's just a very nice type of whiskey, and they're consistent. That's what I like about them.
People either hate Laphroaig or they love Laphroaig. There's no in between. If this is your up your alley, it's a solid third shelf whiskey. If you don't like that overpowering Laphroaig note, then this is more than bottom shelf whiskey too, right? There's no in between. You're either throwing this out or giving this away, or hoarding this and hiding this in your cabinet, right? It's a good balance between sweet and smoky, and I like it. I think it's a solid third shelf whiskey.
Yeah, I think it's a great whiskey.
Well, on that note, our toast today is, may your house always be too small to hold all your friends.
All hail cow.